Hello there, Sean Michael here, recording live from Dallas, Texas. We just wrapped up an incredible meeting with some of our company's top $250,000 and above earners. And I got to tell you, there's nothing more powerful than positive association. See, I remember when I first got started working in our industry as a brand new distributor, I was living in a 400 square foot garage, was 23 grand in debt and behind on bills and just looking for a way out, looking for that light at the end of the tunnel. And I remember going to an event where I had a chance to meet an individual who started at the bottom and made it to the top. And I said, if that person can do it, I can do it too. But I got to tell you, just like in every game has its own set of rules, the Legal Shield business has its own set of rules too. I remember getting started, I thought that it was all about really selling and convincing people to get started with the membership, with the opportunity, but I found out through some very basic training that the fundamental to this business is to simply invite 2 new people a day to look at information and allow them to make their own decision. Because if you do something long enough, a ratio will appear. So I wanted to just share with you, after sitting through this mastermind for about 5-6 hours, the common thing that all these top $250,000, $500,000, $1 million a year plus earners, the common factor that they all had in common was that they all had a great attitude. See, the one thing that you and I can control is our attitude. Once you get the right attitude, I tell you what, for me, I had a bad attitude when I got started in this business. Why did I have a bad attitude? I had a bad attitude because of my circumstances. I was heavily in debt, behind on bills. You know, when you're in a situation like that, you just can't have a good attitude. But you know what? Personal development is really what got my head screwed on right. And so I do personal development every day. I read every day. I listen to audio personal development every day. But most importantly, associating with successful people on a daily basis is really what gets you to the top in business. But matching that up with the right activity. So I wanted to share with you a couple of different items that you can utilize in your business starting today. And I got to tell you, I have never been more excited about building my personal Legal Shield business than right now. And so let me give you a couple of fundamentals, and this is really how you can set things up to have an explosive fourth quarter in 2013. First and foremost is your personal development. Make a commitment to read a minimum of 10 pages every single day. By reading every day is just like associating with someone successful who is a master at their subject that they're writing about. And so read every day. Secondly, make a commitment to invite 2 new people to look at a third-party tool, a third-party presentation, a third-party video, a third-party event at least twice a day, okay? So I want to share with you a real quick tool that just recently came out. This has been tested and it works extremely well. If you have an iPhone or an Android, you can download this. Simply go to the App Store and search for the app called GWP, Great Work Plan Connect, GWP. Or if you go on the iPhone App Store, just search for the word Legal Shield and you'll see it come up. It's a free app. You want to download it, punch in all your information in the settings, but most importantly, you want to put your trainer, who your trainer is. Ideally, you want to identify who your executive director is or who your upline power 20 is and put in their name as well as their email so that they can get notification every time somebody that you put in there as your contact list actually watches the video, because they're there to assist you in putting together a game plan to follow up with those individuals. But even more importantly, the fundamental to building a big business, okay, and we're talking about building a big business, building a big distribution network, the fundamental to building a big business is to sponsor a new associate and help them earn their first promotion. And so in doing this, you want to take an individual through a series of exposures. It typically takes 3 to 5 different exposures for someone to be able to make an intelligent decision about going into business. But we must first identify their need. Before we even approach them about an opportunity to earn more income, we have to ask them a series of questions. Questions like, hey, are you happy with the income that you're earning at your job right now? Hey, what are your plans for the holiday season come the end of this year? Hey, are you looking to have a better income earning year in 2014 than you had in 2013? Once we help them identify their need, we can say, hey, I've got something important to show you. You may or may not be interested, and it'll only take about 15 minutes. Once you get that GWP Connect app, you can simply plug in their name, their email address, their phone number, and send them an email so they can watch some of the videos about the opportunity. You can also send them a DVD. They can watch a DVD. You can also send them a link to our videos website or to www.99sources.com, the number 99sources.com. It doesn't really matter which tool you send them to. The important factor here is that they take a look at some sort of third-party presentation, something that does not require you to do all the talking. Once they look at one piece of information, you can simply continue to build a relationship and follow up. See, 97% of your conversation with people really needs to be about their relationship, about their interests, about what they're interested about talking about. And as you get off the phone, simply say, hey, by the way, I'm going to send you an email, I'm going to send you a text message with a link to a website. It's got a couple of short 2-3 minute videos on it. I'd love to get your feedback, okay? So with this new application that you can use on your cell phone or with your website, it's never been easier to simply share information with people. But the fundamental here is to share the information with at least 2 people a day. Why 2 people a day? Because everybody can do 2 people a day. You can do 2 people a day, and every person that joins your team can share the information with at least 2 new people a day. So 2 is very palatable. Everybody can do it. And the key to the success of this business, and more importantly, the key to building a large organization, a big team, is to do the thing that everybody can do. It doesn't require you to be a specialist. However, it requires all of us to stay busy. So, download the app, start sharing the information with people, okay? That's one basic fundamental. A second basic fundamental is to show up at your weekly event. The Legal Shield events have never been better than right now. Right now, we have one event a week. An important question I have for you is, can you set aside one evening a week in order to build a big business? I believe that beyond a shadow of a doubt, every single one of us can invest one evening a week in our financial independence night. So, identify where your weekly event is and just make a commitment to showing up at your event every single week while you're doing those 2 exposures a day. So as you build your funnel, as you build your pipeline, you follow up with folks, you identify which one of them on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of their interest level, 1 being they're not really interested in it, 10 being they're very interested in it. All you're looking to do is to sort the interested people in and the uninterested people out. You want to invest more time with interested people. But the only way you can identify whether they're interested or not is simply to share some information with them and find out what they like best, okay? So I want to share just those couple of things with you. Lastly, on the first weekend of January 2014, we will have a dynamic kickoff event. This will take place in Southern California, in Anaheim. It's going to take place all day Saturday, all day Sunday. It's going to be an incredible opportunity to meet some of the top leaders in the company, to get a chance to learn from the #1 income earner in the company, individuals that are earning from $10,000 a month to $10,000 a day. So certainly looking forward to seeing you at that event. But the most important thing right now is to really get in recruiting mode. Get in the mode of building your business, building your team, and establishing your organization. Because guess what? 2014 is going to be the best year ever, and we're certainly looking forward to assisting you in building a big business. Look, if there's anything I can personally do to help you, please reach out. Give me a call, send me an email, send me a Facebook message. We're here to help. All right? So happy recruiting. Have a phenomenal month. Have a phenomenal week. Have a phenomenal day. I believe in you, but the most important person you need to believe in is to believe in yourself first. Once you believe in yourself, you can believe in somebody else. And so, look, we're going to go out and we're going to build an empire. And we're not just building a small company, we're building an entire industry. Once I understood the big picture, once I understood that this was a mission, we're not just here to make money, we're changing lives, folks. We're giving people access to the rights. We're giving people access to something that they've never had access to be able to pick up the phone and get an attorney on the phone and find out what our rights are. Look, there's never been a greater need than right now for people to be able to access the legal system. And on the flip side of that, there's never been a greater need for people to be able to earn extra income. And we have that opportunity right now with a company that's been around for more than 42 years, rock solid. We're built on a foundation of ethics, of good morals, and good people. So, looking forward to helping you build a big business. Let's go out there and get it. And lastly, I will share with you this. Team New Freedom has our weekly call once a week, every Sunday evening, 6 p.m. West Coast time, we have a recruiting call. 6:45 p.m. West Coast time, we have the training call. Every single week, we have a different leader that conducts information on there. And so what you want to do is you want to simply, as you're doing those 2 exposures a day and you're having people look at videos, there's just another phenomenal opportunity at 6 p.m. West Coast time, 9 p.m. East Coast time to be able to invite them to look at to listen in on a short call. The calls are 15, 20 minutes, and then following up on that call, they can simply get started. They can go on your website, get started as a member, get started as an associate, and then you can invite them to listen in on the training call that takes place at 6:45 p.m. West Coast time or 9:45 p.m. Eastern. Also, make sure that you connect on Facebook, facebook.com/TeamNewFreedom. Also, have your support team add you to our Facebook group, which is facebook.com/groups/TeamNewFreedom. And lastly, check out our team website, www.teamnewfreedom.com. With that, have a phenomenal day. I believe in you. You can do it. Much love and respect. Take care and take charge.